What's going on YouTube? It's Enigma here with another Zone Wars map for you all. This new map, the Downhill River, comes packed with a whole lot of features that I'll go through in the video, some of which haven't been done before in any other Zone Wars so far. As always, this Zone Wars map comes with a beautiful pregame lobby with some fun things to do or fun things to see while you wait for your game to fill up or you're waiting in between rounds. From the pregame lobby, you can then start the game. You spawn in a tunnel that you have to go across to reach a checkpoint. Once you reach the checkpoint, you have to respawn in order to get onto the other side of the barrier. This idea was borrowed from Lunar Peter, and it forces you to respawn each round in order to prevent bugs, such as not being able to scope in, and many more. Once you respawn, you continue down the tunnel to pick up a randomized item set. You'll get 1 AR, 1 shotgun, 1 SMG, 1 miscellaneous item, 1 heal, and 1 extra trap. After you pick up your loot and organize your inventory, you can take the boost pad to get above ground and into your own personal turtle. You'll always be facing the way in which the storm is supposed to move, so just break out of your wall and the rest is up to you. There's about 16 bases that you can spawn in at the start of the game, and they're all spread out, kind of like how it might be in a real game. This is so you prevent spawn killing and you better simulate the endgame scenarios. I also put 4 jump pads that are spread out throughout the spawn area to help with mobility in case you didn't end up getting the greatest spawn location. The front and the back storm both have 5 different layers so that you don't die instantaneously if you touch storm. They tick for 0 damage, 10 damage, 20 damage, 50 damage, and then 200 damage. So you might notice on the sides you see these light blue zones. So these are the areas where you tick for 10 damage. All of the side storms on this map are going to be 10 ticks, not instantaneous kills. So this is going to be nice for if you want to make a storm play, like pushing for high ground through storm, etc. You can actually do that without dying. On this map there's also various sources of wood, brick, and metal that you can farm. The amounts that you're going to get out of each one are about 50 to 60 per thing you hit. So that's a little bit more realistic than getting like 300 brick from a rock. I also put a couple launch pads further down in the map to help balance high ground and low ground. So I also put apples and mushrooms scattered throughout the map for some risky backup healing in case you run out of meds or minis or campfires, etc. At about 3 minutes in, one wall of the storm will break down and the storm will turn 90 degrees. You can accurately follow the storm path by looking at your mini-map in the top right corner. At about 4 minutes in, another wall of the storm will break and the storm will turn 90 degrees again. As you can see, the area is getting smaller and smaller because the side ticking zones are extending out farther. Eventually, after the storm is only 1 tile wide, you get pushed into a large stone room. Once you enter this room, you start getting ticked for 10 damage. There are no safe zones. This is to simulate when the circle actually ends up closing. So here you can either go for a heal off or you can fight it out. You will not be allowed to go back to the safe zone because I put in a mechanism that will prevent you. So there are a lot of known creative bugs, but here's how to fix them if they happen to you. If you can't jump, leave the whole creative lobby and rejoin it. If you can't hear gun sounds, leave the whole creative lobby and rejoin it. If you can't scope in, just respawn, but this shouldn't happen on this map however because it has forced respawns. If you can't build or shoot, just wait until you take the boost pad up into your base. Shooting and building are not allowed in the spawns and they are impossible. But yeah, that's about it. Be sure to like, subscribe, and use creator code Enigma. Share the map with your friends if you end up liking it. Also, since this is the version 1 release, there might be some issues I don't know about. Please leave a comment if you find any. And also let me know what you think about the map in the comments below. Thanks, and peace out.